Welcome back to another Bushman family video. Today we have a special guest.
Hello.
Austin and I wanted to share a little bit about our financial story, if you will. And if you're new around here, my name is Libby, mom of the Bushman family. We're a debt-free family and I make videos on family finance. I like to talk about life, money, and all things Costco. So if you're interested in that, please hit subscribe and join our community. Austin and I have not always gotten along when it comes to finances.
Have you ever heard of like couples where one is the frugal person and one is the spender?
The saver and the spender?
Whatever. I am the spender. Now, let me be clear, I'm not that bad.
No, he's not.
Not bad at all. But she will pinch a penny wherever she can. So
why not?
So there has been some clashing with how we save money.
Right.
And I mean, again, we've always been pretty good with finances, but there came a point where I think we finally were in harmony. And that was really because her job was going to be ending. And we needed to have enough to fulfill her dream of having a house. Personally, I think they're a waste of money, and I always told her I wanted a truck with a trailer and live by a river.
Yeah, because 2 kids down by the river sounds like a great plan. But let's back up just a little and talk about a 3-year time period. So from about 2016 to 2019, we put the metal to the how do you say that? We put the
pedal to the metal.
We put the pedal to the metal when it comes to saving. So Austin finally got on board because he knew that my position would be ending. So my job was pretty awesome. We worked for a university and we lived on campus.
I did not work for a university.
Okay. I worked for the university and we lived in an on-campus apartment, and they basically took out of my salary my apartment and a food stipend, if you will.
And utilities.
And utilities.
Never had to pay utilities.
And internet. Oh man. Paying it no internet and utilities was super nice. So my job provided all of our living expenses, which was huge. So when Austin finally got done with school and also became a full-time employee, we could save up to probably $2,000 each month. So between 2016 and 2019, we paid off our SUV.
It was probably 2016. We bought the SUV for $25,000 in August of 2015.
We got a loan, car loan.
And Libby hated having to have a payment every single month. So after 10 months, we paid it off completely.
Right. So we saved up a little more over those 10 months and then paid it off. So starting probably in March of 2016, we had $10,000 in our savings account. So from March 2016 to August of 2019, when my job ended, we saved $90,000, which isn't too bad. Our combined income was never very high, and it
was below 70 grand.
Yeah, it was below 70 grand. But because basically we house hacked and lived for free, we could save a lot of money. So we took that $90,000 and we went to the bank and we said in 2019 that we wanted to buy a house and we needed to get a mortgage. Well, because my job was ending, they only took into account his salary. And I was a little nervous. I thought for sure we were not going to get approved. Granted, we had 0 debt. We had a 20% down. So we were going to take $70,000 and put it towards a house. And then we were going to take $20,000, the leftover, and put it towards an emergency fund. So I thought to myself, there's no way. But we were approved and we got our house and we still had an emergency fund.
And we had to use that emergency fund. The house was not perfect by any means, and we had to replace the roof basically right away.
Yeah.
And that was $8,000.
$8,200. No, was it?
I don't know. You paid it.
I paid it. Well, we paid it together out of our emergency fund. And then we have been slowly working up our emergency funds since then. Right now we have about 4 months of emergency, so 3 to 6, what people say. And then we've been saving for his truck fund, and we've been investing for some trips and doing those things. So, and I would say my income significantly is less. So even now we're making less than we were when I was working full time, and we are still saving and still striving to hit our financial goals. My question though is, when did you get on board when it came to saving?
I mentioned earlier was 2016.
Oh, that's right.
When I got my full-time job and we saw an end in sight with your job.
Yeah.
So
we had a common goal?
Yeah. And yeah, I just knew that we needed to have a lot of money to put down on a house. She always talked about avoiding the
PMI.
That's right.
I just don't get me started on PMI. I think it's a big waste of money, but
yes.
It's private mortgage insurance. Anyway, so we never had to pay that.
Yep. And that's saving that money is really the only reason we were able to get a house with how little I made back then.
Yeah.
Now I'm making more, but again, we're not making a lot more.
No.
But we are surviving and actually saving every month, so it is possible.
Right. So I would say getting your spouse on board on a common goal is a huge thing. And our common goal now is his truck fund. So that has been helpful to get us moving
Almost
in the right
10
direction.
grand
That's true.
saved
And we started when?
last August.
Yeah.
So
Almost a year and $10,000. That's pretty great. So when you are having a hard time with getting on the same page, a common goal is a huge thing. Anyway, so that's a little bit of our financial story. We've never made a lot, but we have been able to save a lot. And I'm the saver and he's the spender. And finances have been a source of contention, but Austin has always tried to improve. In fact, when he was still in school, he took a finance class that taught about taxes and budgeting and why you should never buy a home because they're a big waste of money. Anyway, it's the American dream. Anyway, we just wanted to share our story. Tell us about yours down in the comments below. Tell us your future goals when it comes to finance, and I would love to chat more about it. Austin.
yeah, I probably won't be chatting with you. Sorry.
cares less about finances. He's good about it, but it's more my
I just want to spend it. She wants to save it. So
anyway, we hope you like and subscribe and have a wonderful day.